David Kipnis, Davidkipnis. I was born in Russia. I lived for like 10 years in Israel, and I'm here first year.
I come from Burma, but I live in Thailand.
Well, it's more like complicated. It's like I am from Burma, but I come from Thailand. It's more like that.
Here, like, it's not our language, so it's kind of hard to speak with other students. And in there is our language, so we can talk to anything that we want.
At the beginning of the 2010 to 2011 school year at Hamilton International Middle School, funding for English language learner programs was cut. The program, which prepares non-native speakers to read and write in English, shifted so that ELL students are now integrated into larger classrooms with native speakers. Wendy Chapman is the director of the ELL program at Hamilton.
We can't even deal with the kids that are on our roster, let alone the kids that we have to monitor. We're doing a big injustice to the kids.
Ahmed Ali is an 11-year-old student from BFD Elementary School. He's originally from Kenya and has been writing poetry since he was 7. Vocabulary has always been the most difficult part of learning English for Ahmed. While he enjoys interacting with his classmates, he says that he can benefit most from smaller classrooms.
Some kids have levels of education that is higher, and some kids have lower educations. So we don't want them in one room because then they would all get mixed up because the teacher would have to give the kids equal another paper while they give the other kids harder papers. So I just think they should be in a classroom where they have equal education.
A friend is someone who knows the song in your head and says it back to you when you have forgotten it truly. Truly great friends are hard to find, difficult to leave, impossible to forget. Friendship is not someone you've known the longest.
ELL students now make up a third of the classroom at Hamilton, where Chris Davis is the 6th grade teacher. He's responsible for language arts and social studies, but the integrated classrooms also require he works with ELL specialists. Davis says his ELL students are thriving under the new system. Alandra Uria is another of Mr. Davis's students. At the age of 2, she moved with her family from Mexico to Seattle, Washington. She remembers learning English from her brothers, who used to read to her to help improve her pronunciation. Though she speaks both English and Spanish at home, switching between languages can be tough for Alandra.
Well, my brothers mostly taught it and teach me, and then I learned some.
If they're not intentional about helping those students and checking with them regularly and trying different methodologies and differentiating that instruction and advocating for those students, and I could see those students kind of just being forgotten in the classroom or left behind.
I think the day is coming where there will be no money for bilingual education and the children will just be put into a regular classroom and with very minimal support.